Welcome to Hair Up, Bra Off podcast. We're here to be your new comfort fix with unfiltered conversations on random topics and gossip. As two women in their 30s, Kathryn, who's been chronically single, and Sue, who is happily married with a cat. So take your bra off, throw your hair up, and let's get into it. And men, if you're listening, take notes. So for today's episode, we are going to be discussing different things you can say to men to humble them. Now, I've been in scenarios where I was speaking to a man and I couldn't think of a good comeback, and I kept referring back to that. And so we decided to create a list of all of our favorite comebacks that we found online and to share it with you guys. So to start off, we are going to go strong with my favorite way to humble a man, and that is telling them, quote, "I feel like you still kiss your mom on the lips." That is such a good one to tell a man because based off his reaction, you know whether or not, okay, let's continue this. Because if he says, "Ew, that's gross, I haven't kissed my mom since I was 2, I would never do that. She's an old lady, like disgusting, she's my mom," then you're like, okay, that's correct emotions that I need to see from a man. Or if he goes, "Well, she's my mom, she gave me life, of course I'm going to give her a kiss on the lips, like I owe her everything, she is the number one person in my life," then you're like, okay, well then you go
immediate
date her.
Red flag. Yeah.
And I wish you guys so well, and I hope I'm invited to the wedding.
Yes. I will also say you're kind of like hitting on this where it's like, when do you want to use these? You know what I mean? There's like a specific time and a place. I think that when you go on a first date, you should try to use a little bit of this one, like the one of the mom, in like a sarcastic way.
Okay, see, now we're veering off two different two different scenarios where I would use it. I would basically keep it in my holster. There really is no right time to use it. It's just more of an intuition where if I'm having a conversation with a man and I feel I feel just even a tinkle or sprinkle of disrespect, like I'm bringing out the list.
Okay,
know,
I see,
because
I
I need to remind them
Can
who
I
they
ask you
are.
something though?
Yes.
When was the last time you were in a conversation with a man that wasn't a friend's husband?
Well, I spoke to my pharmacist this morning, and we're doing well. We have a great relationship, a great rapport. We have great banter. We love to talk about the different side effects and, how long my wait time would be. So I think
he gives you drugs.
So and he gives me drugs. But no, I mean, like, I've been on Hinge recently, so I've been like going back and forth with people. But of course, via text is different. Again, I never have a specific time. It's more of a feeling.
Yeah.
And a little tinkle comes in me. My tongue gets a little spicy.
Yeah. Men are like that.
I was also in Miami, and I went out with my cousins, and she met up with some of her friends because she went to school in Miami. And she was visiting. And so we went out to the bars, and we were talking with one of her guy friends who is single, and he was telling me about his experience in the dating pool, and he just started talking about like younger women.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, reference, I'm 33 and I'm pretty he was like 31, so he's a little bit younger.
Yeah.
But the way he was talking about it, like it's so normal to go after like 21-year-olds or like 22-year-olds, and I feel like that's a great time to bring out these humblers because it's like I don't even know why I would humble him, but he needs to be humble. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason. It's just God's intuition.
What I bet you he was like, "Oh, these girls are so immature. Like they have no career." And it's like, "Yeah, no fucking shit. They're 21."
What you're telling me is not an issue. It's called age.
Exactly. When he's like, the conversation is not interesting enough. It's like, right. Because your date's 21.
Yeah, right. She's talking about like going to sleep early and getting to her dorm room while you're trying to like, figure out your 401k. You're a mentor to her. You're her uncle.
Literally different stages of life,
And that's when I feel like I need to humble him. To be like, God, I need to ticker him down. And I'm almost doing a service for those younger women because I feel like if I can humble him a little bit, maybe he'll remember that the next time he talks to a woman.
Yeah. Well, it can sometimes this like humbling can just like fly by a man's head. Like they sometimes don't even get it.
And that's
They
why
don't.
I say, like, this is why I really like the list that I made, because they're really specific, and it's like
Yeah.
there's no way like, okay, let me see.
Okay, let's continue. Second one.
Um, do you wish you were taller?
It's a good one.
Just like blame out, ask them, do you wish you're taller? Even if, let's say, they are tall. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's when it works best, because
See, even if they're told, they could always be taller.
exactly, yes, amen. The same way men say boobs can always be bigger, butts can always be bigger, men can always be taller. And I love this when you say this to a taller guy, because it comes out of left field for them, because their confidence relies on, like, comes from their height. So when you question that, they spiral so fast. They're
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean? I'm tall for I'm tall for my age. You know,
Yeah.
the average is 5'10". I'm 5'11 and a half. Okay, so, and it's just so funny seeing them like having to defend their honor.
Yeah. I feel like also what's funny is that they never know. They'll be like, you ask them like, what do you think is tall? And they're like, oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. Like, how big do you think a penis should be? Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. And then when you question it, they're like, the average is this much. And it's like, where'd that come from? I
They
didn't
sound
realize
like they wrote a thesis all of a sudden
yeah, so you
on all these
definitely
measurements.
knew. Yeah, you were just playing dumb. Like you were like, I don't care about that stuff, but like you really cared. You were keeping track, and then you were like, average is like 5'10" and then half inches, and I am taller than that. Like they're always comparing themselves. They're so competitive.
And it's just so funny that when they also bring up their friends, they're like, "I'm the tallest one out of all my friend group." Okay, like, are you kidding me? Do you see the guys out there?
Yeah, that's definitely a good one.
Like, so that's like my favorite one is, do you wish you were taller? And then another one is, oh, okay. So this is, I got these from various TikToks that I saw, and one of them was when a guy was basically breaking up with a girl, and she told him that every time he ate me out, all I could focus on was his bald spot on his head. And I
Yeah,
started laughing. That man is never going to go down on another woman for the rest of his life, or it's going
literally.
to have to be in the dark. Like,
Yep.
he's going to carry that insult with him for the rest of his life. And I love that. Like, that's a humble right there.
Yeah, the hair thing is pretty sensitive
Yeah.
because
And
I
that's a
feel like
creative way of saying
that's a
it.
creative, yeah. But this is one I use a lot because I'll be like, oh, even your hair left you. Like, very, like,
See, there's
you're
another
so
one.
annoying that even your hair left you. Everyone's
Yes.
leaving you, including your hair. Like, how bad do you have to be for your hair to be like, peace out, bro. I gotta get out of this head.
Yeah.
So
And
that's always a good one because it hurts people's feelings for sure.
continue on with this weird thing, and guys with their hair, you should always say, when are you gonna grow a beard? Especially if you already see that they're trying, they will get triggered. They'll be like, "What do you mean? Do you not see this stash that I have going on?" And you're like, "No, I thought I thought this was the beginning. You know,
You'd be like, there's a hair there.
defined hair for me. Defined.
I thought you
full-
painted it.
Right? You painted it.
I thought it was some
Makeup.
makeup. Yeah.
It's so, and the hair one is such a versatile way of really humbling a man.
Yeah.
There's another one in here.
Hair one is pretty good. I think hair, because also it's emotional for them because a lot of them used to have it, obviously. So, like, they used to have their hair.
Yeah.
And then the hair slowly leaves them. So it's like a really painful, emotional process for them. So it kind of, I think, hits like deep, you know? Like height
Yeah.
also they work really hard at, but like at some point that's it. Like they know they're not gonna grow anymore. But hair is more like they wish they can keep it. Like, can you imagine those men that are getting to like age 30 and they're like, am I gonna keep it? And it's like, no, you're not.
No.
It just starts
Mm-mm.
like bald spot, just like little by little, like, fuck, I'm also gonna be bald. That must be devastating. This is when you also ask, do you wish you were taller so people can't see the bald spot in your head? For anyone that's listening, ladies, this is a combination one. And this is a you can also do a combo of these two.
Like,
Combination, papa, double
Here.
punch.
Here's another one that I saw. I think it's great you don't let your hairline hold you back from approaching women.
Pretty
That
good.
is beautiful. Like, I feel you can use that on any guy that tries to hit on you, or like even if you're already with someone and you feel like you need to nudge them a little bit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
so glad your hairline didn't hold you back from approaching me because I gave you a chance, even with
Right.
that on your head.
I think that we collectively have been too nice to them for centuries.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%.
Collectively, we've been too passive and we've been like the better sex, which is like, no, we're going to rise above it and we're not going to throw insults because that's not what we do. We're like ladies, you know, and it's like, it's over for me. Like, I'm done.
But I also feel like they always say the smartest person is always the quietest, and I feel like that's just what it is for women. Like, we just don't want to, we already deal with so much when it comes to men
Yeah.
that we kind of let them slide on a lot, but it's
Right.
gotten so bad that we now see the monsters that we've
But
created.
yeah, well, they say the smartest person is a quieter one, but who's ever given us an award for being smarter or actually even thinks that we are? You know what I mean? Like, where has like staying quiet like actually gotten us?
Well, yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
So like,
I feel like we're
no.
learning that slowly is that we let them slide too much because we were trying to like, okay, for the greater good of me not having to deal with this man, I'm just going to stay quiet, and I already know that I beat him. And
Yeah.
so that's where it came up to like, let's just be quiet. But now I feel like there's just too much going on with men that
Yeah. So this kind of leads into my story because it's like the same thing. I had an
Mhm.
opportunity to be quiet. The opportunity presented itself to be either quiet or to say something. And I feel like I decided I chose to say something, right? Because
Mhm.
again, the time is over. This is
Yeah.
our time now. I'm saying something. I am being that person. So I
Sue's
was,
ringing the bell, ladies. Get
it
ready. Your
was,
pitchforks, get them out right now.
and you stab him. You stab him in the heart. It's time. I will defend you. We will get together collectively. So anyway, this guy, not gonna go too deep into it, but let's just say that we were all chatting at some point at the end of the night, and I had been like drinking all day. And then this person decides to start talking about like just how
Wait,
immigrants
I'm
are
so
bad
sorry
for
to
the
interrupt.
country.
Where was this? Like location wise?
Here in New York.
Okay.
So I'm in New York. It was 80 degrees this past Saturday, so it was like people went crazy. I think people were like trading their babies for a spot at the park. Like it was insane. So they're like, just have my baby. All I have to do is like sit down at the park and enjoy the sun. So we went to Central Park with a few friends, and it was all women, obviously, at first. So life was roses and candies and smelled fine. And then, men slowly started invading the space,
Mm.
as they usually do. And then they started like bringing people down as they usually do. And anyway, there was a point at which, obviously, after the whole day happened, that we started talking about politics, which is never a good topic to bring up to like a drunk liberal Latina. And I'm just like, it's not a good idea. Like, just don't talk about it.
Also,
Maybe
when it's
just,
nice out, because there's nothing holding you back now. The weather's on your
yeah.
side.
The weather was on my side. Thank you.
Hmm.
I felt like I was the king of the world. And they were talking about how, like, essentially saying that like Mexicans take people's jobs and like just not the right thing to say to someone that has been drinking all day and like has an opinion, obviously. So I basically was like, you're ignorant. I may have said that he was stupid. And honestly, he deserves that. If not for anything other than having the audacity to tell someone, you know what I mean, like to their face, things that are crazy. It's like, why would you start that if you don't want a reaction out of somebody? And I think it's because men are constantly testing our boundaries and to see if like I'm
Hmm.
gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna stay quiet and agree with you. I'm not gonna agree with you. I will be upset, and yeah, I will call you stupid, and I will tell you that you're ignorant because he was being ignorant, and so you deserve it, you know? Yeah, yeah. And what pissed me off the most, like, that's fine, you can think that. But then to tell me
Yeah.
to my face, to then think that I'm gonna stay quiet in my two
Hmm.
languages, Nah-uh. Nah-uh, motherfucker. Nah-uh. No, I will say something, and yes, I will make the whole situation uncomfortable, and everyone's gonna stay quiet, hoping that I stay quiet. But you keep talking. He keeps talking. So he's allowed to keep talking and say his opinion, and I'm not allowed to react like, fuck no. This is a different time. We're living in 2025. I'm saying something back because I'm allowed to say something back, and I'm free to say whatever I want. And he's gonna take it, and he's gonna feel uncomfortable at the end of the day. Will I call him stupid? Yes. Did I also call him a bitch? Also, yes. But he deserved that, okay? So, yeah, I just feel like they have the audacity to, like, try to make you look crazy when really he's the crazy one for even bringing that up to me. He should have been the one that stayed quiet and never said his actual thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, he should have been like, let me just save this for another time. Maybe this is not the audience. Maybe it's, like, my white male friends.
There's just been obviously going to be talking a lot about how much men suck and why they ruin everything that's fun and joyful in everyone's life. And when we say that men suck and we hate all men, we're not talking about the men who contribute to society and are there for women and who are the good men out there. Like, if anything, we try to defend them even more, and we
Right.
love having those sort of relationships with men. Like, I love your husband and I would defend him till the end of the day. But specifically, we're talking about these audacious men who think they can go to Central Park and impose their ideas on the girl that he likes friends.
That was my point. And I'm like, the fact that this is how you behave also, like, this early on, to me is like a red flag, I think. Like,
100%.
I would think if, like, I'm trying to have sex with someone and I'm around her friends, maybe I just shut the fuck up, you
Yeah.
know? That's all half the time, all men have to do is shut the fuck up, bro, and you get laid.
Yeah.
But no, that's not enough. You have to say something. And not only do you have to say something, but now as a woman, I'm supposed to agree with you.
Not even agree, but just stay silent. Like,
Yeah, stay silent.
Like,
exactly.
like you, like he brought it up, and by you going against what he was saying, like, now you're gonna make it feel like I ruined the good time because I'm just reacting to what he started.
He started it.
And
I say this all the time. I literally always say this. I'm like, he started it, and who was the one that was not supposed to start it? It was him.
yeah.
If there was a person that should not have said his thoughts, it was him.
Yeah, I just learned, especially as I've gotten older, I would prefer to be with a guy who doesn't need to prove that he's right. Like, did he really think he was going to have this conversation with you and you were all of a sudden going to vote for Trump? Like,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
like it
Are
makes
you really gonna
no
change my
sense.
mind? It makes zero sense. Why do you want to be right? It's honestly like an ego thing. It's like an ego and like my dick is bigger than yours energy. And we all know my dick is bigger than his. No one's gonna beat me on like the dick size competition because mine is huge. So you already lost, bro.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird.
The audacity is really what annoyed the shit out of me. And I was like, how dare
Dude,
he?
Sue, what are we talking about? This is exactly when you pull out the list and you start hitting him with humbling things. Like, you ask him, when are you going to grow a beard? Oh my God, here's another one that would have been good. I thought your voice.
I called him stupid, and to him that was like the end of the world insult. He was like, I would just go stupid. I would just go stupid. I'm like, you are stupid in the sense that you have anger for a group that never did anything to you in particular. Like, I'm like, how did this affect you personally? And he just like couldn't give an answer. And I was like, okay, then you're being stupid by saying this very ignorant thing. Not to mention, Kat, there was so many other things I could have said. He's never left the country. Many things, man. There was a lot of content there. I could have grabbed a lot of content.
Wait, so he was sober?
He was sober, and I was wasted.
The plot thickens. I thought he had been drinking.
So you're
too.
telling me no? So you're telling me that this man, and all his soberness, acts this way?
Interesting. Wow. I honestly, in my mind, my way of this whole thing in my head playing out was you guys went out, you guys were taking shots, living the best life, and then got to the park.
He wasn't drinking, which is a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Because if I'm sober, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna drop the subject. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm wrong. You know. Why keep it going?
This is
why escalate it.
This is another good one. I need to tell you this one. This is my favorite
Okay.
one. You could have been because like if I ever meet him, who knows if I do, I'd be like, I thought your voice would be deeper. His men hate if
That's
they
a good
sound
one.
feminine.
Yeah.
I thought your voice
Yeah.
would be deeper. Um, Tell him he reads with his fingers. I know that that would have blown his mind if you said that to him. Like instead
Yeah.
of calling him stupid, if you said, "You look like you read with your fingers." Is that what you do? Hold your phone and then read with the other one? Um, I
I mean, it was just too easy with him. That's why I wasn't even like insulting him. I just kind of said a matter of fact thing, which was like he was ignorant around immigration because he was. But he's never even left the country, so there's like there's not even a comparison there. Like, how can I argue with someone that hasn't left?
yeah, I mean, imagine he still has the audacity.
It's the audacity. That's what bothered
Yeah,
me.
I don't know
The
what else to
audacity.
say.
That
I don't know
you
what
know,
else.
like even my husband Ryan was like, "Yeah, he really should have just stayed quiet. That was like his fault."
You really get to see the true nature of male and how they respond to those.
So anyway, that was my story, and
Or for good. Do you
exactly,
know like when men respect us and they're actually nice to us, how much we
yeah,
ride for them and like
100%.
because we're just so appreciative of the
Yeah.
fact that they just like let us be.
And that also exists. Like, I feel my friends are dating guys that I feel like I will defend also.
Yeah.
Like,
And I feel like when we're fans of you, like you don't have a better club.
yeah.
Like I'm
But those men are the smartest men. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Because they're like, why would I get like in even the slightest argument with this like really strong opinionated woman? I'm just gonna like laugh at her jokes and agree with her. And even if that's not exactly how they feel, that's a smart fucking move. Hard, it's not a hard thing.
It's not. Dude, honestly, I would sleep with anyone.
You've been waiting for years, guys.
I've
Kat's been waiting for
I've
years.
been celibate. It started off
And
like yeah,
all you're waiting for is a man not to talk.
yeah, not even not to talk, but just to know how to interact with people. You know, like I'm asking. I don't ask for much, people. I feel like you're gonna hear me say that a lot because I don't ask for a lot. I don't. I promise you, I ask for so little. And and these men somehow still don't make it past my like bare minimum. I mean, and it started out like, okay, I'm not gonna have sex for a while because there's nothing good out there. Never really had great sex. But that's for another day, another wonder. But and then COVID happened, and then like, okay, add 5 more years to what I already had, and now we're on 8 years, and I still have no desire to go after males, especially now hearing this story. Like, no wonder why I would never sleep with him. Mind
Right,
you, all I want to do is sleep with him,
right,
and I'll sleep with
right.
anyone or anything.
What's crazy too is that in a way these things have to happen because now you get to see because a man can be smart enough to be in his best behavior in the beginning, but as soon as he gets triggered, then you see the real person.
I feel like you really get to know a man, especially one that you're seeing, is how he interacts with your friends in a group setting, and also how he is with you around his friends. More so than, just you guys being alone, because I feel like you can always hide who you really are when you just have to convince one person. But when you have to convince her friends too, it's not going to slide as easy as clearly it didn't for this man who all he had to do was enjoy New York weather. Like, tell me a simpler task.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like it was bad weather and you guys were sitting in the inside and had to talk because there's nothing going on.
Yeah, well, this was at the end again at her apartment. So we were inside, but still.
Don't give him excuses. In my mind, you guys were at Central Park when this happened. And we love a guy who can contribute, of course, contribute to the conversation. But like the fact that when you do contribute, it's about immigration. Like, I'm not seeing where's the joy in your life is my question.
Yeah.
Like, where's
Yeah.
the joy in your life? What do you mean in this political climate that the only immigrant who's been drinking all day wouldn't get offended by what I'm about to say?
That's what
I
I'm like, that's crazy.
You know what? I'm kind of intrigued by him. Is it weird I'm attracted to him now? I'm kind
Yeah.
of into him.
I see. I mean, no, so now you see the appeal.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there's an appeal there
Maybe,
somewhere.
yeah. Maybe it's like, wow, he's so dumb that I feel so smart that I'm kind of into it, you
You
know?
said dumb with confidence, though. Those are the worst kind of
Yeah,
dumbs.
that's true.
You want a dumb with not a lot of confidence, if you want a dumb, or you want a smart with confidence, in which case he would have stayed quiet.
We really need to
So
create a graph because what you just said, I don't see. I just, I heard what you were saying, but I was also drinking my juice.
yeah, like maybe it should be like the smart, attractive kind of scale. Yourself. Don't have an opinion. That's actually better
Yeah.
than having one that is wrong.
Yeah. And it's like,
Yeah.
the other thing is, it's not like bad that you have an opinion, but wait until people who want to hear it are there.
Tell your girlfriend. Don't tell
Yeah.
me. Tell your girlfriend. She'll take it well. You see? So anyway, all I'm saying is when I rate myself A plus.
So the whole
How
point,
Sue acted A plus.
can I just say, and I want to say this because I have hope that if there are any men listening out there right now, please take notes. I asked for so little again. The least you
Just
can
take
do is
notes.
take notes. Like, don't bring up immigration
may-
around her friends.
You may have an opportunity to be the first one to have sex with Kat after 8 years. It's been 8 years. Oh my God. I bet you didn't even believe it. I bet you if someone was listening to this, they'll be like, wow, she's lying. She's a whore.
She definitely, I mean, I would feel honored if someone assessed me in that way. Like, thank you. I believe that too in my head. At night when I try not to think about how long it's been that I'm a whore.
You know what's so funny? You are an incel, Kat.
Yeah.
You're an involuntary celibate person.
It's kind of crazy that you mentioned that because when I first heard about this whole incel thing, there was a really scary moment where I was like, the more someone talked, I was like, wait a second, why are they describing me so much? Like, I'm 33. I haven't had sex in 8 years and I'm a joy to be around. But then it kind of like, there's a trigger, a switch in me that then proves like, these men decide to act that way because we're
Yeah.
technically in the same situation.
Right.
And you will never see me say crazy things like that or
Yeah.
be a
But
certain
you're
way.
not out here hating on men, or are you?
Well, you know what? I'll take my badge of honor and I'll be happy with it. You know?
Listen, the worst thing that can happen with you is that you insult a man. The
Yeah.
worst thing that can happen with those people is that they rape or kill a woman.
Yeah, and it's like, again, I feel like we're doing this on our own platform. I don't go on the internet and find people to target. I don't
Right.
try to like, what's the word? I don't go looking for trouble. Trouble looks for me.
Trouble finds me.
Trouble finds me.
The actions find my reactions.
But this is why I feel no sympathy, like especially when I would watch a Catch a Predator and these males would come in and be like, it's been so long since I touched a woman, it's been years, and I'm like, bitch, same, and you don't see me trying to like groom anyone. Like,
That's the other thing. It's a big difference. It's not like you're not getting laid and now you're looking at like, little kids to like target.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it's like I've accepted what's doing and what has been done and what I'm not doing. And I'm
Yeah.
still just as happy.
Right. Yeah. Anyway,
So,
I think it's a good place to end.
on my celibacy and my incel being, yes. Thank you so much for being with us, and tell your friends, men, or enemies we're not picky. Follow Hair Up, Bra Off everywhere you scroll. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.